Hey everybody, it's Stacy. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are filming for the week of January 20th to the 26th, and I am using the kit called Let It Snow from my shop. This kit could be Christmas, it could be just winter. So I decided to use this one for just winter, and I just eliminated one of the boxes that would be more Christmas. It was one that had some cookies of Santa. And I thought it was just a super cute kit. I thought the colors were so different that I knew I had to use this one because when do you often see orange and green, like this type of green anyways, in winter spreads? So I was very excited to use this. At the beginning of this week, we are still on our trip to Mexico and then we come back. So I wanted to use a snow kit to say that we came back to a lot of snow. So starting at my bottom washi, I used some white washi with Simply Gilded bows in gold. Gold was my color for the whole spread. And then I layered that with the washi that came in the kit along with our snowflake bottom washi. I used the full length bottom washi and then I just cut it down. And the only reason I did this as opposed to the 15mm is just because I already had it on hand and printed, that I just thought might as well use it up before I made some new ones. So that is why I did that. And it was a little bit different because I had used the 15mm snowflake washi a couple times before. So I thought this would just give it a different look. I'm going to be using the the green glitter headers at the top, and now I'm just working on my washi banner. I didn't have the green color in washi, which was a little bit sad, but I did have a great orange, and then that nude color worked really well. And I do end up using a lot of that white with the gold polka dots. For my glitter header overlays, I am using the snowflake headers in gold. And just going to put my weekend banner here. So I totally went and made a whole list of all the videos that I want to film for you guys. I really want to get into a schedule, so I wrote down a whole bunch of ideas and you guys gave me a ton. One that was very surprising to me that I got quite a few times actually was doing more things like cleaning videos or vlogs and that kind of stuff. So if you guys would love to see more of that kind of stuff on my channel too, please let me know in the comments down below, and I would love to share that with you guys if you guys are interested. I don't want to put anything up here if you guys are just here just for planning, so if you are, just please let me know either way, and yeah, we could probably add some of those videos in here too. So I am hoping to, cross my fingers that I can keep up with this, hoping to upload 3 times a week. And I made a schedule, so if I can stick with my schedule, I should be up to date on Plan With Me's at the end of May. So I'm hoping to do 2 Plan With Me's a week along with 1 other video. So currently all I have planned is planner videos, but if you guys want to see some non-planner related videos as well, I might be able to add those into the mix too. Okay, so starting on our day-to-day, on Monday, like I said, we were still in Mexico. So we went to the breakfast buffet. They had an amazing breakfast buffet there. It was, there was like a wall of donuts. I always said my kids would love to see that. They had like everything you could think of. The buffets were so good there. The selection was just incredible. So to mark that, I just used a donut from our breakfast sheet. And then we spent some time at the pool in the morning. Since this was going to be our last time, I think we went to the adults only pool. This was a very small pool, actually very close to our little housing complex. And I feel like no one knew about it because it was kind of off the path, not in the main area of the pools. And there was like never anybody that ever showed up at this pool, so it was always secluded. And the nice part was it was really quiet, I guess because the kids couldn't be there, but also there was its own bar. So if we wanted drinks or anything like that, it was really close, and they like actually came to like your seats and stuff like that, asking if you wanted anything. So it was really, really nice to be at that pool. So we spent a lot of time there. So to mark that, I used a Prairie Girl. And then we went to the snack bar for lunch. So I just used one of our icons from our fast food sheet. And then we wanted to go snorkeling with the fish and turtles again. If you watch my last plan with me, this was super exciting for me. These turtles were huge. Like I swear they were the size of my daughter, who just turned 6. They were ginormous. And it was a really, really cool experience because you would be swimming around and it would just be completely blue water. You wouldn't see anything. The bottom was just sand and just blue water. That was it. So you'd be swimming around and you're like, well, this is pointless. I'm not seeing anything. And then you'd turn around and it would just be turtle. And it would just be like swimming underneath you or on top of you or around you or whatever. But it was huge. And it would just be all of a sudden this turtle. And then he'd pop up for air and then he'd swim away. And then you'd see nothing for so long. And then you'd see a turtle again. So it was really kind of scary and exciting all at the same time. Like you really wanted to see the turtle, but then as soon as I saw one, I always screamed and like jumped up because I didn't want to touch it and it like hurt me or I hurt it. So I don't know, it was a very strange experience. So then we went back to the pool and I read some more Harry Potter. So I just used a book icon for that. And then this is the only day that it ended up raining. So I wanted to use one of our weather icons to mark it. And really it rained for about 10 minutes. And we had to go to our steak dinner for the a la carte anyways. So we're like, well, we might as well just go back like a 10, 15 minutes early from the pool and just go start getting ready. And I'm super glad we did. So basically they have timed a la carte dinners where they give you a specific time of the day where you're allowed to go to this restaurant, and they have a 15-minute buffer of time that you can be there. So say your reservation is for 6:30, they will only hold your reservation till 6:45. So we thought our reservation was for, I think we thought it was for 6:30. It ended up being for 6 o'clock or something like that, where we had half an hour difference. So I was in the shower and all of a sudden we got a knock at our door, and our friends that we went to Mexico with said, "Did you see your reservation? It's actually for 6 o'clock." So my husband was like, "Stacy, get out of the shower. We need to run," because it was actually 10 minutes till 6 and it was at a totally different resort because it was a 4-resort complex. We had to run. So I went there with my sopping wet hair. I didn't even have time to dry it. My towel drying was not effective. We threw on our clothes because you have to dress nice for these things, and we were running. So our friends got a little bit of a head start. So they were going really, really fast, and we were like booking it. And my husband's like, "Just go through the grass." So we were like going through the bushes and through the trees and the grass, trying to get there as fast as we can. We ended up getting there at exactly 6 o'clock. It was 6:15. So we just made it in time to get there. And yeah, they still let us have our reservation. So we had our steak dinner, and super glad we did because it was one of the best dinners that we had there. And then we went for a walk on the beach. So I just used a walking shoe sticker to mark that. And then we packed up our suitcases, so I just used one of the packages from the deco to mark that. On Tuesday, this was our last day, and so we went to the breakfast buffet in the morning. Our plane only left at 1 o'clock, but we had to be at the airport a little bit earlier. But we really could just chill in the morning. We didn't have to be up super early, which was very, very nice. So we went to the breakfast buffet, and then we went back and made sure all our bags were officially packed. So to mark that, I just used some more of the deco. They had a lot of these packages in the deco. Then we did a shuttle to the airport, so I just used the plane icon that came in the kit. And then I used a travel marker. I don't know what it's called. Anyways, I used one of those to mark our plane ride. And I ended up filling in the information afterwards because I totally forgot. And I thought the information was in my desk drawer, but I couldn't find it. So I had to look in my emails. While we were on the plane, I watched more of the Mindy Project. I had downloaded a lot of episodes from Netflix because I heard that it was going to go off of Netflix very soon, and when I start watching a show, I want to see the whole thing. So I was stressed watching that show. I was so stressed that I was going to not finish. So I used TV from Planner Mania for that. And then we drove home, so I just used a car icon that came in the kit. Our airport is actually about an hour and a half away from our home. And then we went to pick up our kids. I was so excited to see my kids again. I miss them so much. That was a very long time away from my kids, considering how I have only ever spent one night away from them. Going from 1 to 8 was quite a big deal. So to mark that, I just used a bow icon. And then we went and picked up our dog at the kennel. So I used a foiled dog print to mark that. And then we went to bed early. We were exhausted. I don't travel well. I get very sick, very anxious. So we went to bed early. I used a Prairie Girl from the nap sheet to mark that. On Wednesday, I was so tired. We were very lazy and tired. So I used a Planner Mania girl with her little teddy bear to mark that. And then I did some unpacking of all our suitcases. So I used another one of the deco of the packages. Then I did a ton of laundry. My mom, she is amazing, and she actually washed all my kids' clothes before she sent them home with us. Oh my word, she is the best. So I didn't have to do the kids' laundry. I only had to do mine and my husband's laundry, which was such a big help. So to mark doing the laundry, I just used a Prairie Girl by her washing machine. And then we were just kind of lazy this day. I just decided to do some designing for new releases coming up. So I just used a Prairie Girl by her computer to mark that. My shop opened on this Wednesday. It was closed for a while, so I didn't really have orders to fulfill because I got them all done before we left. And then we just kind of watched The Office while I was designing, so I used a TV icon from Busy Lizzie Plans. And then in the evening, we decided to have a movie night with the kids. So in the movie marquee, I used a Monsterz ink sticker. That foiled sticker is from the Disney movie bucket list. And then we went to bed early again, and then the pillow icon is from Be Happy Plans. Okay, I'm finally actually on the day. On Thursday, I did some work this day. I wanted to get some stock ready. Again, I didn't have too many orders to do, so I was working on stock, which is definitely one of my goals this year. Speaking of goals, I have been obsessed with watching goal videos and figuring out what I want to do goal-wise. So I have some ideas of some goal videos. If you guys are excited to see those, let me know in the comments down below, but I definitely have some plans for sharing with you guys my goals for the year, the quarter, the month, that kind of thing. So get ready for that. And then I did some designing this morning, so I just used Millie Prairie Girl on her laptop. And then we actually went and took the kids sledding. So my husband was still on holidays this week. He has 2 weeks off in January's. So the kids, after they were done school, or my daughter was done school, then we took them sledding. It was very nice. The Go Sledding sticker is from our winter bucket list. Then I tried a new Instant Pot recipe, so I just used a Prairie Girl doing some meal prep. And then I had to go to our kindergarten info night. My son is going to be in kindergarten next year, and the schools get together and they do one info night for all the parents. I probably didn't need to go because my daughter is in kindergarten at the moment, so I kind of knew everything going into it. But it's nice to get your forms because you have to fill them out, and applications are open the next morning, and it's first come, first serve based on your requests. So if you want morning or if you want afternoon, if you want a specific teacher, if you want that, they write the time that you come in so that they can take all those things into consideration when they are making the class lists. So I always try and get mine in like ASAP So I wanted to be there so I could get that. And then I went and visited my mom for a little bit. So I used a bow icon for that. And then we just chilled in the evening and we were watching Netflix and we saw that there was a new season of Sex Education on. And me and my husband had watched the other season, so we started watching this one. On Friday, I worked most of the day again, building up some stock and getting some orders out. And my daughter went to a birthday party from a girl that she goes to school with. So I just used a Prairie Girl with her balloons to mark that. Then I did some budgeting, just my usual budget. And I used a super cute money icon from Busy Lizzie Plans. Then we decided to play games with the kids in the evening. They were truly missing us. My daughter had a really, really hard time with being away from us for so long. She has been quite clingy since we've been back and gets a little bit nervous if we leave her and stuff like that. So we were spending as much time as possible with them to kind of just show them that we are still here and still love them. And yeah, it was quite a difficult thing, but I'm glad we kind of got through it just to kind of experience that and to know that that we always will come back. Like, I don't know, don't try not to get too sappy here, but yeah, it was a pretty good experience for all of us, I think. So to mark games, I used Coffee Monsterz Co, a little guy with dice. And then me and my husband just watched some more of the Sex Education season, and I used a tea from Planner Mania to mark that. On Saturday, we went for breakfast with my parents, and I used one of our tea icons from our new tea sheet. These are so cute. I totally want to use them more, and I thought that brown just matched the kit perfect. I am definitely more a tea drinker than a coffee drinker. I will say though, over the last couple of years, I have been drinking coffee. Iced coffee is definitely my weakness, but I still love tea. If you are a tea or coffee drinker, I'd love to know, so comment down below which one you are. Then we went to the store and bought my daughter a booster seat. She was still in one of those like 5-point harness seats, and she had now reached her weight limit and height limit and that kind of stuff, so we wanted to get her a new one. So I used a shopping bag from my shop to mark that. And then I did a ton of planning this day. I think I was catching up or starting to film videos again, I believe. I don't remember. So I used a Prairie Girl to mark that. And then we went to the city because we had tickets to Monster Jam. So while we were in the city, we quickly grabbed some Wendy's for dinner, and then that sticker is from one of our fast food sheets. And then to mark going to Monster Jam, I just used a bow to mark that. It was so good. I had no idea this was such like a big thing. Like, I actually thought it was kind of like these people just performed it and just like went around in the circuit. I had no idea it was like such a big competition. It was really, really cool, and my kids loved it. On Sunday we went to church, and I didn't put an icon there because I wanted to use one of our new icons that's going to be coming out soon. And we had a very lazy day, so I just used a candle from Be Happy Plans to mark that. And then I did a ton of designing all day. I think I just basically lounged on the couch, watched YouTube, which I marked after using a YouTube sticker, and just designed all day because I think we had new releases the next week. So I really wanted to make sure I had everything done so I didn't have to worry about it in the week. So I used a Prairie Girl on her laptop for that. So now I'm going to go in and do my sidebar. I used some of the orange Simply Gilded washi, my gratitude and my anxiety and currently reading tracker, along with this really cute picture of my husband and my kids at Monster Jam. I love it. I think it's so cute. And I also totally forgot to put my full box overlays in. So I had them on the side, and then when I was done the video, I was like, oh yeah, I forgot to put those in. So I'm going to go put them in now, and I'm using the confetti full boxes and the snowflake full boxes. So I'm just going to scatter those around. And I was putting one of them down, you'll see very soon, and I struggled, you guys, because I put it on totally crooked. It had a big like kink in it, and I had to try and lift it up, but it was lifting up the ink from the full box, and oh my word, it was so stressful. So I'm curious to know if you guys have had this happen and what you do to correct it, because it totally wrecks. It's gonna be right here. It totally wrecks how the full box looks. Oh, that hurts me. So if you guys have a tip for how to fix that, let me know, because it looks kind of fuzzy now. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. If you're excited for the new schedule that I very so hope that I can keep up with, give this video a big thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed, please subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!